We have heard it so often from the book of Revelation. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. What we do not hear so often is, then I saw a new self. How does your new self come about? Richard Rohr tells us, God keeps us turning until we are directed to Himself. Truly, what is important for God is our relationship with Him. This becomes visible every time He forgives us. And if all is forgiven, we can say, we have come home. What else could homecoming be? At my priestly ordination, I received a gift, a book about the return of the prodigal son, with the text, finally at home. Indeed, our homesickness is our only guide. St. Teresa of Avila says in this respect, when you find God in yourself, you find yourself in God. The word find indicates a search, like the fish which was searching for the ocean. This fish asked his mate, "Where is the ocean?" And the mate answered, "You are in it." So true, we search for God, whereas we are already in God. The Apostle Paul says it so clearly. God is not far from any one of us. In Him we live and move and exist. What is the connection between your new self and God? It is everything. Forgiveness of everything is the very name of growth, maturity, and holiness. If the soul has found its fullness, it is connected to the whole and lives inside the big picture. There is a vulnerability in us which causes pain to each other. But there is something beyond the pain, new life, a new self. This means, among others, to embrace your shadow with love. It is so easy to construct a reality, a self that we present to the world. It is disconnected from love and wisdom. We call it also a mask. A mask tells us that we are not vulnerable, like the ever-present smile on the face of a clown. To say we are okay, but he needs help, shows power, success, right and control. Masks separate us from our true self, from the new we want to be. You might have heard of the expression, "I died 1,000 deaths before I became what I am today." We have to die for new to come. If you are insecure and you want someone else's gift, you are not in touch with God's gift for you. We can only be whom we are called to be. The journey to your new self is the journey into your true self. Sister Stanislaus Kennedy describes this journey into yourself as the I am, the God within you and around you, in whom you live and move and have your being. And Sister Stanislaus continues, by making this inward journey, I find my true home. It is by moving beyond my thoughts and emotions that I taste and experience my true self, where I am at one with the deepest peacefulness at the core of my being. And this is for me where God dwells. This does not mean that you do not find yourself anymore in situations of suffering, but you are no more overwhelmed by them. You discover an inner strength and inner peace. And this because you no longer want to gain the approval of others. Neither do you need to prove to God who you are or what you do for him. Because you are already precious and unconditionally loved by God. The prophet Isaiah spoke about this. The Lord who created you says, I have called you by name. You are mine. You are precious to me. I love you. Truly, nobody and nothing is outside the love of God. Love is what brought creation into being, says Ilia Delio. And she continues, love is what will bring creation to its fulfillment. The entire creation is waiting to give birth to God's promise, the fullness of love. God's love heals. I know that you will die in the loving arms of God. Mechthild of Maagdenburg wrote, do not fear your death, for when that moment arrives, I will draw my breath, and your soul will come to me like a needle to a magnet. And this is where hope comes in. Hope driving out fear. What might be blocking you from fully opening yourself to trusting in and welcoming the God of hope into your life? Geraldine Mullan from Ireland lost her husband and 2 children in a car accident. Her inward journey, the search for a true home with inner strength and inner peace, led her to plant a field of hope in memory of her husband and 2 children. The field of hope became a large field with sunflowers and footpaths in between. She was lost for words as 15,000 people walked the field. Hope is a gift of perspective. It saves from stress. Hope sustains us. With hope there is always a way forward. Hope cannot be possessed. Hope is in flight, in movement. Hope cannot be caught. I gave hope time, and hope gave me back eternity. I gave hope my prayer, and hope gave me back a telescope. In other words, the cosmos. We are on a journey toward God. Of this God, the prophet Jeremiah prophesies, I alone know the plans I have for you, plans to bring you prosperity and not disaster, plans to bring about the future you hope for.